speed test information. Watch the MS in the bottom left. Using the Valiant as a size comparison. I cannot turn off my HUD for this one, but yes, Valiant's a good size comparison for this. We're going to go down first. 5, 10, 15, 20 meters per second. Going up will be ridiculously fast. 10, 20, 30, 40 meters per second. Back down. 5, 10, 15. So, alright. Let's go. Let me reposition the ship a little more forward. Let's go to the right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And left. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm stopping there so I have some room. Reversing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and reverse a little bit more. I'm going to go all the way to maximum. We'll see how long it takes. This is going to be good. And 3, 2, 1. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So it takes the vessel approximately 2 Valiant lengths to get to full speed, or about 15 seconds, I believe. It's pretty good. Now, pitch, yaw, and roll. Let's try rolling. 3, 2, 1. Oh, whoops, that wasn't a full. Forgot that was on the bottom, not the top. Alright, let's redo that. Reposition a little bit here. Okay. Do that again. There we go. One full rotation and not very long. Now let's try a 360 in 3, 2, 1. Well, actually, let's just do 90. So, about 12 swipes. And the other way. Whoops. It's a little difficult from this point of view. Let's try it from this point of view. About 9 seconds to turn 90 degrees. And roll again. Don't know why the camera's doing that. Too far. I don't know what's going on with the camera. So, yeah, that's speed test concluded. The Valiant battlecruiser there, this really does show things in a general perspective of size. So, get rid of this. Support units for this. We have the mini grinder. We have a mini welder craft. We have a mini drill craft. And a mini tug craft. It's meant to hold 4 of each of these. The grinder and drill are meant to be on the top hanger. The welder is meant to be on the bottom hanger. And then 2 each of the tug for the fighter and the dropship hanger. Fighter craft, I took the V203 and modified it into the 206. But I did not touch the dropship Valkyrie back there, which is basically the Pelican. The cruiser is meant to hold 4 fighters of either variant, thanks to the modification, and it is meant to hold 2 dropships. Then we have atmospheric boosters, which attach to all the points on the ship. There are 5 on either side. You can either go with atmospheric thrusters or with hydrogen thrusters. It is meant to have a total of 10 for maximum output. That will drastically assist the capabilities of the atmospheric pull. So you can shut down the ship's atmospheric thrusters perhaps, but if you're using these, you might as well keep them on. If you're using these, it's a good idea to turn them off to save on hydrogen. So, the other support unit is this Starbase. This is based off of my old design. Very old. It's meant to hold a half of what that ship can hold there. Either 5 atmospheric or 5 hydrogen units, or Atmos, and and then 2 of each of the little ones, 1 dropship, and 2 fighters over there. So it has a printing unit for all the various stuff here, the big ones down there, and it has a large dock for the cruiser itself. The gear here needs to hook up to the yellow points on the ship's hull back here. You turn off your hydrogen thrusters when moving in, use your ions only, and yes, you can hook up these connectors to these connectors to resupply the ship itself. That's going to cause a bit of clang, so be careful. So, yes, this is the variety of support units for the cruiser. Again, it's 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 2, and then 10 of either one maximum. You don't have to have all 10, it's just that's what you can do. Interior layout of the vessel. There's 3 main decks, the green deck, the blue deck, and the white deck on the bottom. We'll go over it real quick here. Up front, we have the access to main weapon fire control. We have maintenance to main weapon control, and this actually leads to the crew deck. There's also the captain's level here, captain's quarters, captain's ready room are on this deck here. You just have the main guns themselves with the maintenance doors there. The lag spikes would stop. You have a large stairwell leading to the blue deck and the airlocks. You have access to the ship's bridge 1 level down with the officers' cryo chambers. You have immediately behind the CIC, and you have some maintenance on this level, and all the way at the bottom you have the main bridge, and you have the bridge briefing room here. The central section up top, you have the crew deck right here. The middle is dominated by the fighter hangar, again CIC, and you have from the bottom there access to the hydrogen and the combat jump drives. Behind that, you have at the top the observation deck and the observation, I'm not sure what that is called. The green deck also has access to the main engineering from here. You have fighter control here. blue deck gives access to the hangars. The deck down here is really just a transit deck. There's nothing here. This deck is cryo for the crew. And then way down here is the brig. You have a large transit ladder unit here dominating this rear section, just underneath the observation bubble and the shield generator, which is that thing spinning. The next segment is the mini ship build zone here. No, excuse me, that's there. What is this? Oh, this is just the in front of the main engineering. That's just in front of main engineering. This is the mini ship build zone and main hangar access. This is main hangar control, main hangar observation. This is just a transit because I need the space. The end of the cryo unit, and then a small empty zone at the bottom. The next area, let's go to the top. All the way at the top here, you have the mining ship and grinder ship hangar with their collector behind them there. And this is main engineering. Main engineering does have an upper area which has an airlock, access to the hangar, and it has a secondary bridge. You have the massive horde of reactors. There's refinery and jump drive in here, as well as cargo. Dominating the next section is the main hangar. The Valkyrie is shown for scale. And then next, this is a little much. Here we have the Marines briefing room and the pilots for the dropship briefing room here. They would exit out the doors and just turn and go straight into the hangar. Then we have the massive gymnasium. Pretty nice. I like it. Next, this is a empty room. It's available for whatever is needed. And the blue here is the holodeck. There's supposed to be a couple LCDs. They were removed for the yeah. Now, going back here, you have a transit zone. I don't believe there's maintenance there. There might be. Transit zone, which leads down to the welder hangar deck, way down here. Which then finally ends up with the external bottom airlock. And that's everything. That's everything. In summary, the Naglfar light assault cruiser, intended as long-range ship for support operations and light to medium engagement operations, using speed, maneuverability, and shields, not its armor, to keep itself alive. Heavy amount of anti-air and anti-light ship weaponry, decent amount of broadside, but a gargantuan amount of forward weaponry, meant as a support for heavy engagements, and though unable to handle atmosphere on its own, intended to be heavily modular with other things that can be attached, whether it be hydrogen or atmospheric, or even gun pods if one designed such a thing. The Naglfar. Naglfar is also intended for use with some other things designed by White Oak Industries, such as their dock, where these yellow pads on the rear are meant to be the docking points, and the atmospheric boosters, as was stated, with these connection points down below. Naglfar, a boat made from the teeth, nail, and hair of the dead, travels to hell to pick up monsters, to sail to Valhalla to fight the gods. That doesn't say that it's going to make it there in one piece, but it is going to hurt. Thank you for your time. Have a pleasant day. and I'll see you in hell.